Hi everyone, hope you all safe. I am very glad to introduce Mrs. Meena Kumari, MSc, MPhil, PhD, Senior Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics. She has completed her UG and PG in SFR College, Sivagasi. She has completed her MPhil in Anjo College, Sivagasi. She is pursuing her PhD in Bardier University, Coimbatore. She has 15 years of experience in this teaching field. Her field of specialization in graph theory, graph labeling and applied statistics. Now she is working Mapco Shillings Engineering College, Sivagasi. She published many papers, articles and she got many awards and she attended lot of national and international seminar, FDP and conferences. And one more great information about our chief guest. She is one of the member of Indian Society for Technical Education, International Association of Engineers. Now I hand over this session to Mrs. Meena Kumari ma'am. I welcome you ma'am. Thank you.
Dear all, I welcome all the participants to the 7-day national level FDP on blended and integrated teaching in real and virtual classroom. I am Meena Kumari, working as Senior Assistant Professor in the Department of Mathematics, Mapco Shillings Engineering College, Sivagasi. And my session is about the drafting effective lesson plan for blended teaching in SMS related subjects, particularly in mathematics. So here in my session I am going to take one topic, and for that mathematics topic, how we can frame a lesson plan and how we can fix learning outcomes and how you can fix a cognitive level for the topic, right? So these are the things I'm going to discuss first, and then I'm going to give some introduction about the model, right? So slide. So here whenever you are going to the topic, we have to fix an LOS. And LOS, the meaning to estimate learning outcomes, to estimate the approximate solution of algebraic and transcendental equations, right? And COL is analyze and apply. The COL, the meaning it represents the cognitive level. The cognitive level is measurable one, and that LOS, it must be a measurable one. You see, we need not write LOS as to learn, to study, so that things are not measurable. So whenever you are writing LOS, it must be a measurable one. So here you see I fix here to estimate the approximate solution of algebraic and transcendental equation, and I fix the cognitive level as analyze and apply for that topic type. And my topic is solution of algebraic and transcendental equation by Newton-Raphson method. So this is my topic, solution of algebraic and transcendental equation. So before going to the topic or before going to some method, explain the methods to the student, we must know what are the prerequisites needed for the student. So this is for the lesson plan. The lesson plan, it must be a very important thing. We have to fix a prerequisites. So for Newton-Raphson method, the prerequisite is we must know some basic things about the differentiation concepts, and we can ask some questions to the students. Then only we can measure the level, how far it will be reachable to the students, or topic will be reachable to the students. So we have to ask some questions before going to the topic. So I frame some questions related to the Newton-Raphson method, right? So here you see the questions. Yes. So these are the questions I have. The solution of the equation is 2x plus 5 by 2 is equal to 1. Actually it's changeable. 2x plus 5 by 2 is equal to 1. So for that equation they can easily solve. Similarly, x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. So you see this equation, this is x plus 2 the whole square equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 2 comma minus 2. And another equation you see cos x equal to 1. So this type of equation is called the transcendental equation, and these two equations are called the algebraic equations, right? So transcendental equation, the meaning it involves a trigonometric and a logarithmic function, right? So these are called the transcendental equations. So before going to the topic, the student must be aware what are the things, basic things needed for the topic. We must explain all those things, right? And next thing is, whenever you are going to write a Newton-Raphson formula, for every formula there must be a geometrical interpretation. So for every formula, you give some geometrical interpretation, then only the students can easily view the formula, and there is no need to memorize such formulas. Right, so here I given the geometrical view for Newton-Raphson method, and this formula is derived from the tangent equation. So this method is also called the method of tangent. So this is actually a geometrical. So from that we can have the formula xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus f of xn by f dash of xn. So whenever we explain the formula, we have to give an example, and in that example we have to give some detailed explanation. So we have to perform a step-by-step evaluation, and we mathematics people, we used to use board, so we have to give the step-by-step evaluation process. So here I solve one problem. Use Newton-Raphson method to find a root of the equation x cube minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0, correct to 3 decimal places. So PPT is one method of that Blender learning. So you can upload the material. So example is given. Now you see f of x is given, it's x cube minus 5x plus 3. You find f dash of x, it is 3x square minus 5. Now you see we want to find a root, the interval in which the root lies. So we are finding f of 0. F of 0 it is 3, and for f of 1 it is minus 1. Now you see also that so the root must lie between 0 and 1. So whenever there are change of sign, the root must lie in that interval. So by Newton-Raphson method, right, by Newton-Raphson method, xn plus 1 equal to xn minus f of xn by f dash of xn. So use the formula. Here I perform the iteration. You see, first approximation, second approximation, third approximation. So in between you ask the students some questions, so they may interact, and they must be very clear in that topic. And we have to repeat the procedure of the Newton-Raphson method until the roots are equal, because you see here 0.65666. So here we start the procedure. And next we go to the next example, ask them to consolidate the result. So how we are applying the method, so the points, what are the points to remember to apply the method. So this is one of the effective teaching, and here the procedure is find the interval in which the root lie and choose the initial approximation x naught, apply Newton's iteration formula and obtain the approximate root by that iteration method. So ask the students itself to consolidate the results, then they can easily understand the topic. And whenever you are explaining the topic, and for every method there must be a application, so that thing you must mention to the students. So because most of the students think, why madam we have to study this topic. So these are the questions asked by the students. And also one friend asked a question to me, why we have to apply the BODMAS rule. Right. So before going to the BODMAS rule, brackets, so all things you are explaining, but the thing you have to mention why, what is the reason. So give some real time problem, and then you can explain it to the students, right? So here I had given examples for a Newton-Raphson method. A sphere of pine wood 2 meters in diameter floating in water sinks to the depth of h meters given by the equation. So you see, so using Newton, you see this is an algebraic equation, but we can apply Newton-Raphson method to find a depth of the depth of the sphere of pine wood that's sinking in water. So this is one of the main application. And also many biological people, they can apply Newton-Raphson method for finding the bacterial concentration in a reservoir. Okay. And next thing, so these are the materials, or these are the things we provided to the students. But one thing we can find how far it is reached the students. So for that we can give the assignments. So instead of giving 10 problems, you write it as assignment. So instead of giving a common assignment, we can give an individual assignment. So this is one of the effective pedagogical techniques. You can give an individual assignment. Now here I had given an assignment test, so that we can't encourage the students to copy with others. So by Newton's formula, find an iterative formula to find a square root of n, and n is the last digit of your roll number. For example, one student roll number is 1734. You ask to find a square root of 30 for the last 2 digits for that person, and another roll number is 1735, means he has to find the answer for root of 35 using Newton-Raphson method. So we can give some individual assignments to the students. And next thing, to make the topic in a very very interesting manner, we can give some puzzle solving. Okay, we can give some puzzle solving, and puzzle solving in particular we can give some matching true or false quizzes. Yes, these are the things we can mention. Example. You see, so here I prepared one crossword puzzle for Newton-Raphson method. You see, so if we have some puzzles, then students will interestingly solve and write the answer. If you were if you display in the, or you are taking the classes using online, that is Zoom app or some WebEx or thing or some other thing, so you display this puzzle and you ask the students to fill up using some such chat boxes, or you can unmute the students and ask them to answer me. Then the session will be a interactive manner. So here I prepared a crossword puzzle. You see, I had given if we, so the first question you have to fill up the first boxes. So after filling up all the answers, you have to find the letters in the bold box. If you write the letters in the bold box, it will represent some letters. So I prepared one thing. So in this way you can make the students interesting about that topic. So if a and b are two integers such that f of a and f of a have positive sign, then the root of f of x equal to 0 lie between a and b. So from the starting itself I explained when f of a and f of b are of opposite signs. So this is a thing you have to mention, and you have to write predict the word in the bold box. And also the expression is x power 2019 plus 2019 is a dash of degree of 2019. So this first answer is you have to fill a horizontal way, second, and then you have to predict the letters in the bold box, and if we join the letters we can get some other word. So this is a thing, right? So make the students to think and make the topic, you can teach it in an interesting manner by giving some puzzles. So using the puzzle solving, we can make the topic interesting manner. So in this way I explained, you given a mathematical topic, you can able to frame a lesson plan, LOs, cognitive level, and we can analyze the outcome of the students. Now due to the lockdown period, we have to teach in a online mode. So online mode in the sense, here in our college we are using one Moodle. So this Moodle is a free software, so it can easily downloadable, right? It can be easily downloadable, and here you see docs.moodle.org. So it is easily downloadable and it's a free one, and some things you have to pay. Now you can install Moodle easily. Right, now I am going to explain about the Moodle. In Moodle, how we can upload an activity and assignments and quizzes and so on. So in a Moodle, we can add courses. And add courses, the meaning, for example, every teacher need not handle only one course. They can take at least 3 courses or 4 courses and so on. So we can add the courses for the teachers, and we can enroll, right? We can enroll the person as a teacher and enroll students in the course, and also we can add a topic. So before framing the lesson plan, we have to plan accordingly a weekly activity. So this week we have to complete this topic. So before that, the first itself, right, from the starting of the course itself, we can fix the activity activity for each week. Then we can complete the syllabus on time. So we can fix the activity. You see the display here, the activity based it will display, right? And you can add courses. Right. So next thing is adding an activity. So after adding the courses, you can add an activity. And how we can add an activity? So you see the left hand side, all the courses will be displayed. So the mathematics 2, mathematics 4. So these are the courses I can display. And here you see we can enroll the participants, right? Participants, badges, competencies, grades and so on. And here you see by weekly basis. Suppose we are starting the course in the month of August, means we can start with the date of August, then automatically it will appear. You see 1 to 7, 8 to 14, and for each week you can add an activity or a resources, right? Add an activity or a resources, right? Yes. Now adding an assignment. So now I explain in something in online mode. and this is my login to the Moodle server. So we have to so you see this is my login, and in my login on the courses taken by me, it will be displayed, right? So these are the courses I handled in the last event semester. So these are my courses, right? So in the courses you can add, you see, these are the courses, and also we can verify what are the courses in progress and what are the courses in future and what are the courses in past, we can analyze. And suppose I select one courses, yes, so this is my course. Now you see, in this course you have the turn editing on. If you have turn editing on, then you can add an activity or resources. Suppose you click here turn editing on, turn editing on, then automatically for each week you see add an activity or add a resource, it will appear, right? So now we can apply using that note down that right icons and so on. So add an activity or resource. So if we have add an activity, here you can add, you see the activities, you can add assignment, you can add chat, choice, database, external tool, forum, glossary, lesson, and so on. So wiki, and also you can add the resources, books, files, folders, and you can add any activity. Suppose I want to add an assignment, you have to click assignment, and then automatically here you can add, click the icon add. Yes. So if we click that icon, then automatically the window will appear. So here you can give an assignment name. So suppose I want to give an assignment for Newton-Raphson method. Here I have to fix Newton-Raphson method, and here I can give the description. As we max people, we need to have more number of equations. So for that, we prefer some Word document or some PDF and convert to PDF document, and you can here can upload the files here, and this will be seen by the each students, right? And also we can have the submission, right? When we can submit the assignments, the due date you can give, and also cutoff date, and also we can find how many students have submitted the assignment, and also we can ask the students to submit in an online way. So online text is also available, and word limit we can give, so maximum number of uploaded files. So these are the things we can give. So in this way you can upload the assignment. So after how we can upload the assignment, we can give the save and display me, then the assignment will be automatically uploaded. Here you see adding an activity. So for every week you can add an activity. Similarly you can add an assignment, right? So this assignment, and you can give add me, then automatically the assignments will be added. So this is a display of assignment. You see here I had added the assignment for Newton's method. By Newton's formula, find an iterative formula to find square root of it. And here the grading will be generated automatically. So participants, suppose we enroll the participants, then the participants list will be displayed. And also time remaining, right? Because we are giving a due date for assignment, the time remaining will be mentioned and it will be notified to the students. And then uploading files. So already I explained files and folders. Suppose you have a crossword puzzle or some matching we want to upload, we can upload using the Moodle server. So here I already mentioned files. So using that, in that you can upload that crossword puzzle. So here I uploaded the crossword puzzle. I had mentioned in the Newton-Raphson method, right? So that thing I mentioned here. So students, they can click and they can send the answers to me through this Moodle. And the next thing is generating the quiz to the students using Moodle. Now how we can fix a Moodle means we have to fix a question bank. So for each courses you see here there will be a question bank. So you click like the question bank link, and in the question bank link automatically the question bank link we can add questions. So you click the question bank, then automatically add a question. So if you click the question bank, automatically this window will appear, and in this window you see the default the default category for questions in contest max 2 and so on, it will appear. And then you have to click the create a new question. And in the creating new questions means you can have the types of questions. You see there are multiple choice question, true or false question, matching, so any type of questions you can upload. So and then you can upload the choices also. Choice 1, multiple choice question means choice 1, and for choice you can assign a grade, and grade here it is 100%. For example, it is a right answer, you can give 100%, and if it is a wrong answer you can give, you see, if it is a correct answer give 100%, and if it is a wrong answer you have to give none marks. And partial answer is also allowed, you can give 50%, and also you can give a negative marking to the question. So in the question bank you upload the question. So after uploading the questions, you can verify or preview the question. You see this will appear, and you can preview the question. Then this symbol, right? So this symbol is called the preview symbol, and you can preview the questions. Yes, if you preview the question, you see the question will appear like this. So the first question I had mentioned in the crossword puzzle, if A and B have opposite, then a root of f of x equal to 0 lies between A and B. The answer is opposite. So you can verify whether you can upload the correct answer or obtain the marks you allotted for the grade is correct. Or suppose you tick opposite, then automatically it will give the correct answer is opposite. Actually, this is a verification for a teacher, but the student they need not see the question and answer, right? If you generate the quiz, then they can view by, it can be viewed by the students, right? So you can checking the answer. Suppose you give the right answer, wrong answer, you see, suppose you click equal, then you see the correct answer is opposite. It will be mentioned in the server itself. And the quiz to the student, suppose you generate the quiz, you can upload the questions from the question bank and you can generate a quiz, and in the quiz you see this will be displayed to the students. So this is a quiz, and the timing mentioned, this time will be the quiz will be open, and this time will be it will be closed. These are the things you can given while generating the quiz. And after generating the quiz, you can have, after it is attended by the student, you can generate the mark sheet, right? The mark sheet will be automatically generated, and we can also have a chart for grade. So these are the things, most of the things that are available in the Moodle server. So we can obtain a grade sheet too, right? So thank you so much for giving me a chance to present my session. Any question you can ask me through mail, and my mail ID is meenakumari@mepcoeng.ac.in. I explained about the Moodle. If you have any doubt about the Moodle, you can ask. And this is a thing, and I explained about my session. And I thank the organizers of this FTP, particularly Sabita ma'am, and also I thank the Alapan and SSTM Arts Science College for giving me a chance, and I thank our college management. Thank you one and all. Thank you for listening. Thank you.